If your IT strategy hasn't changed since COVID, you might already be behind your frontier competitors that are using modern tools to clock out an hour earlier every day to go skiing or hit the links. The future of IT used to be somewhat predictable, and when we talk to our clients about it, we talk about some new gadget or new version of the same software. But today it's about whether or not you're going to survive the shift to AI-driven operations and zero trust security. I'm going to give you a 5-point readiness checklist to see if your business is prepared. But first, let's clearly outline the problem. Historically, IT companies and departments were tasked with fixing computers. As threats emerged, it became more about being proactive in defending your infrastructure and planning your spend. But there's a shift happening, and that shift is a dramatic expansion from support and security to support, security, and strategy. Your IT team should now be a key part in driving revenue through your door and keeping your costs at or even well below those competitors so that you can innovate in your space, be first to market, and gain significant market share. I have always considered it my job to be able to tell you what your office technology was going to look like 5 years from now. I took pride in spending time visualizing the emerging technologies so that I could make you better prepared. But that is obviously becoming increasingly difficult. The pace at which AI is moving is mind-boggling, and as someone with a strong technical background, even I'm having a hard time keeping up with the advancements. So I can hardly imagine what it's like for the average business owner. What workflows or agents should you be deploying in your organization? What about AI-driven cyber attacks? How do you defend against those? Every time I get a spam phone call now where somebody doesn't talk on the other end of the line, I'm almost certain that it's AI recording my voice so they can do their best to impersonate me to my staff. If the IT threat landscape is going to include AI, then the IT threat defense landscape has to also include AI because humans can't keep up with the pace of an AI attack. Way too many businesses are living one click away from bankruptcy as it is. Now, with AI writing the phishing emails, they're getting increasingly difficult to spot. So get used to having AI as your new coworker, helping you make sure that you don't accidentally ruin years of trust with your clients with one accidental mouse click. One of the key defense measures we always had was the firewall. It was the last line of defense between you and the internet. It was a robust piece of equipment that could scan all incoming and outgoing traffic to make sure that it was all safe, but that wall's largely gone. Identity is the new firewall. Your credentials that you've been using to log into online services are the new keys that our attackers are after. Every online service is a subscription model, and I would bet you're not even sure what you're subscribed to anymore. Every credential you have online is a digital door handle that AI attackers can go out and rattle. Not using multi-factor authentication or using the same password for every website, AI is going to figure your shit out in no time. Governments have realized the danger here, and privacy laws or regulations which have historically been the concern of only enterprise businesses and public agencies are making their way into small and medium business. First example, insurance companies have made things like multi-factor authentication a precursor to qualifying for cyber insurance. And even a minor cyber incident can close the doors of a small business. Being uninsurable is a massive liability, and even if you are insurable, you still have to stay compliant with those requirements. Otherwise, if you have a breach, your insurance will deny the claim and leave you paying out of pocket. Number 1, cyber insurance. Do you have it? If you don't have it, why not? I know those applications can be a challenge to get through, but this is where your IT department or your IT company have to be a part of your strategy. They have to help you with this so you know what those minimum requirements are and you put them in place. Number 2, disaster recovery plan. Where is it? What's in it? When was it updated and tested? Where are you backing up your data? When was the last time you tested your restore? If somebody accidentally clicked a link that encrypted all of your customer information or your accounting package, how quickly could you get back up and running? Would it close your doors? How quickly would you lose clients if you didn't have access to your data for a week, 2 weeks, a month? MFA on every single account. This is now non-negotiable. But also, is your IT company or department helping you so it doesn't take 10 minutes to log into everything when you sit down in the morning? Do you have one single sign-on that gets you into all your key services and is protected by multi-factor authentication that's simple and easy to use. Do you have a different password for every online service that doesn't work with your single sign-on? And is it remembered by a robust password management software? These are the things that your IT strategy needs to take into account. Number 4, AI usage policy. You want to get access to those tools that let you get out on the links an hour earlier each day? Well, here's our suggested plan to get there. First, put your AI usage policy in place and make sure that your team is only using the tools that you endorse. Make sure they're not copying your private information into public AI. Second, put your data house in order. These AI tools only work well if they're given good information. If you want systems that proactively give you great KPIs that you can leverage to get a leg up on your competitors or make your team more efficient, you have to give it good data. Garbage in, garbage out. And while you're getting that house in order, your IT team needs to make sure that your permissions are all correctly set, so somebody on your team can't use AI to find that executive compensation file that you thought was restricted only to you. 5, security awareness training. Bigger picture IT budget. It's straight up terrifying how many companies are playing Russian roulette with every email that comes in, where if one of their users clicked the wrong link, they would be on the verge of closing their doors. Please don't let this be you. Make sure your staff aren't your weakest link. There are so many companies doing good security awareness training, proactively phishing, and then training your staff so that they can begin to recognize what to look for. So there are 5 items on that readiness list. If more than 2 of those were things that you don't have in place or haven't even thought of, then you're probably not ready for AI, which means you're going to lag behind those competitors that are starting to leverage it already. Drop a comment below saying not ready, and I'll give you a resource to help you get started. In this ever-changing IT landscape, be adaptive. We'll see you next time.